Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli back with another review video, and that's right, reviewing another Oz film, and of course straight from Disney, and that is Oz the Great and Powerful. That's right, Oz the Great and Powerful. What do I have to say about this film, you know? Well, I mean, I think it's actually pretty good and not bad. It was not like, say, a huge success or anything, but I think it is quite good, you know? I remember back when I saw it in theaters, I think 2 times, I'm pretty sure, and I think my family enjoyed it as well. I think because it is a prequel to, you know, The Wizard of Oz, like, before Dorothy Gale came into the land of, the land of Oz, because it's the story and origin of how the wizard himself, the Wizard of Oz, became the Wizard of Oz, you know? Of course, with the cast of characters, because, you know, the wizard, you know, Oscar, as he's actually called, played by James Franco, and then, like, say, there's Glinda, played by Michelle Williams, the Wicked Witch of the West, played by Mila Kunis, the Wicked Witch of the East, played by Rachel Weisz, if I'm pretty sure I got that right. You also have Finley, a monkey, played by Zach Braff, and also the China doll, you know, played by Joey King, beautiful, talented actress Joey King, and also in Kansas, because, you know, there are other roles, Zach Braff and Joey King, because Zach plays Frank, who's, I guess, you know, a helping hand of Oscar, and Joey King, she plays the girl in the wheelchair, and another one in Kansas, May, played by Abigail Spencer, the wizard's lovely assistant or something, and even Michelle Williams, she plays another character, and, like, I guess he used to date Oscar, I don't know, named Annie. And as for the other characters, like in The Land of Oz, Master Tinker, played by Bill Cobbs, and he a good character too in this, a Munchkin who's with the wizard, you know, Nook, played by Tony Cox. Tony Cox is pretty good in this, and as the Munchkin, you know, he has his funny moments, you know, Nook. So my name is Nook. So I think it's pronounced Nook, yeah, Nook, and even Martin Klebel, if I'm saying his last name right, he has another part too, Nico, another Munchkin, I guess. But the story to this is actually pretty good, I think, and with its visual effects and all that stuff. And hey, this was directed by Sam Raimi, and the music in this scored and composed by Danny Elfman. And actually, this film reunites Danny Elfman and Sam Raimi, because after the last time they worked together was in Spider-Man 2. It's because, you know, due to creative differences between both of them, that was the last time they worked until they reunited for this film. Everything, I guess, seemed to work out okay between them, you know? They were friends again, I guess. I don't know. But even, yeah, Bruce Campbell, he has a role, he has a cameo in this. Like, I guess he's like Sam Raimi's Lucky Charm or something. Because, hey, Bruce Campbell, he made cameos in the 3 Spider-Man films, you know? I remember, like, the announcer of the wrestling scene, you know, and he was out, you know, looking at the tickets and such, you know, of a play, and he was a waiter or somebody at the front desk at a restaurant, you know, in the 3rd film. And in this, he's one of the Winky Gate guards or something, one of the guards, you know, I don't know. And also, there's a brief appearance, because the introduction to Finley, because, you know, Oscar saves him from these vines, but it turns out, you know, Finley is in danger from a lion, which actually kind of turns out, and as Oscar kind of mentions, run away, you coward, because probably that is the cowardly lion, so, you know. With its funny moments here and there, they're pretty good, and even, like, say, a very touching scene, emotional part, and kind of magical, and I remember Doug Walker talking about in his review of the film, of Disney-cember, where, you know, Oscar repairs the China doll's legs, you know. There's something about that scene, you know, very touching, magical, you get the idea. And both Finley and the China doll, they're really good in this film, definitely. And hey, Zach Braff and Joey King, what can you say about them? They're fantastic actors, you know. And Zach Braff, remember, he was part of Disney before. He was the voice of Chicken Little, so, you know. And with Mila Kunis, like, the Wicked Witch, I thought she was good in this. Come on, it's Mila Kunis. She's a very good actress. And hers, the Wicked Witch of the West, I think she did a pretty good job playing it. And yet this is supposed to be a young Wicked Witch of the West, okay? So just, you know, you get the idea, and bear with me. The way she does the Wicked Witch laugh, you know, that's so good, you know. The climax in this is pretty good too, because, you know, the great and powerful Oz, he like that thing where his giant head and smoke and such and unleashing the fireworks, you know, scaring off the Wicked Witch of the East, and there's a fight between the Wicked Witch of the North and East, and the Wicked Witch of the East has like a necklace or something, and it comes off of her, like the Wicked Witch of the East, not the East, the Witch of the North, the Good Witch of the North, snatches it out of her neck, and like, you know, she becomes hideous and wicked and very scary. Even those like shots were like, ah, it's like, it kind of freaked me out just a bit when I saw it, just like, ugh, you know, just kind of startled me. And the flying monkeys in this too, wow, yeah, because they're scary too, menacing. And the Wicked Witch of the West's defeat, because, okay, earlier in the film, because, you know, the Wicked Witch of the West was very beautiful and such, was all wearing red and fell in love with Oscar, but her sister, the Wicked Witch of the East, kind of tricked her and seduced her, saying that, you know, lying to her sister, basically, and stuff like that, like being betrayed and not being loved and such, and, you know, the Wicked Witch of the West being nice and whatever, no more. The Wicked Witch of the West is the Wicked Witch of the West. You see what I mean? And, you know, before the Wicked Witch of the West escapes and leaves, you know, the wizard calls out to her as she's flying on her broom, you know, "You are welcome back to the Emerald City," or whatever, and, like, the Wicked Witch just shouts, "Never!" and flies and laughs, and that's it for both her and Oscar. Oscar a bit heartbroken, so... And the ending is pretty good, too. The wizard giving each one of them gifts, I think, from the China doll to Finley, Master Tinker, and Nook, and Glinda. The gift he gives to Glinda is a kiss. So, yep. And, you know, they can see them they can see them through the curtains, the light turns on, Nook plays his trumpet. Finally, like, I guess he was out of tune trying to play his trumpet right, and boom, like, the camera pans out to the window, and boom, the movie ends, you know. Oz the Great and Powerful, I gotta say, I think it is actually pretty good, and not bad, you know, because, sure, it was, I know, because I think it was, in some ways, mixed, if you know what I'm saying. Probably, yeah, it was kind of mixed. Some people liked it, some people didn't, you know, and, you know, maybe not as close as to how Return to Oz received, you know, but, you know, hey, let's face it, the Disney company, and especially Walt Disney himself, they tried their best to do a adaptation, you know, of the Oz books, you know, and I might have mentioned this, yeah, I mentioned in my review of Babes in Toyland, Walt Disney was this close to making a film adaptation of Oz, which being Rainbow Road to Oz, but that never came to be, as they replaced it with Babes in Toyland, so, you know. But yeah, I'd say both this, Oz the Great and Powerful, and Return to Oz, I think they're not bad, and they're decent, you know. I think Disney tried their very best to make film adaptations of Oz. I think they did a pretty good, decent job, so. And as for Oz the Great and Powerful, well, let's see. God, I can't remember when I have to go back and see how I rated Return to Oz, but I'm giving Oz the Great and Powerful 8 out of 10 stars. 8 out of 10 stars is good for me. I enjoy it. I think it's pretty good. And for you guys, you let me know what you think of it. Leave comments as always. And one more thing, because did you know that Robert Downey Jr. was originally considered for the part of Oscar / The Wizard of Oz? That would have been an interesting choice, but, you know, that never came to be. And even Johnny Depp was considered for the part. He did like the role, but he went with Tonto in the Lone Ranger film, which... Don't worry, I will be reviewing that soon. Maybe with Mr. Mindblocks, I don't know. I'd like for him to join me as one of the guest stars reviewing stuff, you know, and Lone Ranger, for example. But overall, James Franco, he was pretty good as Oz, you know. with his moments, you know, that kind of stuff. You get the idea. So again, 8 out of 10 for Oz the Great and Powerful. I hope you enjoyed my review of Oz the Great and Powerful. More reviews coming your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video / review. And now that I've reviewed 2 film adaptations of Oz, what's next for, you know, later this week? Well, another review marathon is coming, and this time it's leading up to Cruella. You probably know what this marathon is. Stay tuned. Take care, and peace out.